some of your videos are in the tens of millions, not thousands, of millions. That's a hell of a reach.
I was getting 1,000 followers a day at one point.
What's the joke, Sparky's? Their idea of cleaning is dabbing their brow with a £50 note.
I'd love to be Ainsley Harriott. Oh, mate, these shirts.
Talking of stripping.
What you got?
Hello and welcome back to SGTV. We are joined in the studio by James from Live Sparks. So James, tell us who you are, what you're doing here.
I'm James from Live Sparks, and I'm here to say hello and introduce myself and have a little chat regarding the industry and a bit of social media talk and just basically start a relationship and I don't know, make footsteps.
Make friends?
Yeah,
but before we do that, can we get you a hat or me a hat? I don't feel like there could be two bearded, baldy guys on one.
My beard's a bit better than yours, I think.
Mine's ginger.
Your head's a bit shinier.
Mine's got... No, but I appreciate you coming down there, James. You're a local lad to us.
Yes.
And it was actually one of our team found you on social media. You seem to be getting a lot of traction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, before we get into the social media type of thing, do you want to tell us a bit about your background, how you got into becoming a Sparky?
Since I was a kid, I've done loads of different jobs. I was slightly unemployable because of the way I am.
I love that word.
Yeah.
Whenever I see people walk past me on the street, I'm like, he's employable.
I've got a bit of a problem with authority sometimes, so I can rub people up the wrong way, which has come across in the social media, I believe. But yeah, I tried all different jobs, all different things to make money, worked for my brother's company. He was an electrician. He left to start a business. He sold his business, which I was working for, and then I didn't have a job. So he was like, come to site with me. At this point, I'm 27, 26, not really at no career. But I've always been clever with electrical stuff, computers and whatnot. So he was like, you pick this up easy. So I was up sound. I'll come to site. Basically worked for probably 6 months. Was getting, well, for 6 weeks I didn't get paid. I was just literally going to work with him every day. And his gaffer took me on. And then within 6 months, I was getting paid. A year, I had my own site. Year and a half, I was running my own site. So I picked it up. Only house bashing, so I'm just doing the new build stuff.
Did they put you through your training and all that kind of thing as well?
Not straight away, but I was like, I want to get the qualification because a lot of lads, especially for house bashing, they're just cable pullers. So I'm not saying they're not skilled because house bashing is a skill. I know people don't like saying it.
It's like thrown at the deep end in a way, is it? Because you learn a lot of practical knowledge, but you still need that.
Well, one of the things I say on social media, which again can rub people up the wrong way, I've probably wired more houses than 100 electricians put together. Do you know what I mean? Or, you know, these lads that are doing normal domestic and they tell me I'm doing a twin socket wrong. I'm fitting more sockets in a week than they're fitting in their life. That's the difference. So even though I'm doing high quantity and good quality, regardless of what other people say, it's a different type of work. It's very fast paced, very hard graft. And I picked it up. I'm a big lad, but I can move, so it suited me, and I just kept at it. Said to the gaffer, "Look, I want to get qualified because obviously, what's the point if you're not gonna get that certificate? It's not valid, is it?" So I started going to college once a week. I didn't pass my AM2 straight away. I failed a couple of times on bits and bobs, but lockdown happened. I got COVID. But then, passed my AM2 and I've been grafting.
Hitting the floor running since.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you on your own now then?
I have an apprentice with me, but I was on my own.
I mean, your own company?
No, I still work for a company, but it's kind of, I'm direct with them, but you get left alone. So you've got no one breathing down your neck. You've got no... It's like that authority I was on about not liking previously, it doesn't exist. Sometimes you have to abide by rules and whatnot, and obviously that's just life. But in regards to having a gaffer who's being horrible, he's not that. So that's what suits me.
Do you think as you've got older, I'll say matured because I don't know you yet. You could be as immature and
I definitely am.
As unemployable as you were. But do you think as you've got older, you've sort of eased up a bit and thought, maybe this person who is above me can tell me what to do and I'll have to suck it up?
Sort of. It's a respect thing with me. Like, if someone asks me the right way, I will do anything. I'll help anyone. And that's the thing sometimes. Companies will request something of you in a way that can come across wrong and you might not agree with it. And they're the times that I might not agree. So I've worked in big offices before, like for a well-known newspaper, and I've had managers talk to me like bad. And I was like, in the big open office, I've said, you can't talk to me like that. Come downstairs now, we have to discuss this. So, and she didn't like the way I spoke to her, but you've just spoke to me terribly in front of everyone. And other people accept it because they're scared of losing their job or scared of progressing. But I couldn't have that. I think everyone deserves a level of respect, regardless of what position you are in a company or whatnot. And I think if you respect your workers, you'll get better work out of them. So that's my take on that kind of environment. But as I say, the new build stuff suited me. Very hard graft, which I've now realised it's taken its toll slightly on my body. But yeah, it was one of them. Yeah, I took to it, cracked on, and enjoyed it. And now, And
now this is where we found you on social media. Yeah. I mean, we saw on some of your socials, some of your videos are in the tens of millions, not thousands, millions. That's a hell of a reach. Yeah. So how did that come about?
Well, after speaking to a few people who at the start I didn't know, I was just doing videos, and then I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was good, what was bad. I didn't really watch many other content creators' stuff. Or if I did, I wasn't looking at what views they were getting. I was just watching it and liking it, and then not paying attention to what their reach was or how many likes they were getting. So all of a sudden, one of my videos went to 5 million, which is now at 22 million. I was like, is this good? And people are like, you're paying for stuff, you are? You're paying for views? And I'm not. Because I had other videos at 2,000 and 10,000 and 50. And so this one's gone mad. And then that one kept going. Then I had another one that went to like 10 million views. And the one video's got me 27,000 followers. That's the one video. So it's like, and they are spread out. I've got a lot of UK following, but I've got a lot of Sparkies from Greece. I've got a lot of electricians from America that DM me all the time.
Is it all Sparkies? Because
a lot of Sparkies, yeah.
I think the kind of videos you and a lot of people put out there, it's almost like them satisfying to watch videos that
definitely got
people,
those.
Anyone can just sort of...
Yeah, I kept getting comments like, and you could tell there wasn't a tradesperson because it wasn't regarding the method, it was regarding the smoothness. So they would message me going like, man's level 100 with his hands or something like that, or loads of those. But after speaking to people, I think what was pleasing to certain stripping methods and people hadn't seen before, and I hate saying this because people thought you're being big-headed, and there's loads of Sparkies that can do stuff better than me, but I've seen very experienced older electricians strip a cable and they look jittery, their hands aren't fluent enough, whereas when I'm doing it in the moment, and that's what was brilliant about the glasses, you could forget about it. So I was literally just and I looked it back, and even my apprentice was like, I don't know how you're doing that. I'm like, what do you mean? Even to the point where that spotlight fitted the 22 million views, I'm just got the music on and I pull it out, flip it, catch it, unscrew it, do it, pull it back up, pull it up. And that video I almost never uploaded because when you got switch wires, it's end of line, so it's the last spotlight in a run of 4. And because it was end of line, in my head I thought everyone's going to moan and go, ha, you did the end of line, that's for the apprentice. I knew what was coming. But after watching it back, I seen it, I'm like, that's unbelievable, that is. I thought, and then my brother, who taught me how to do everything I knew, and I couldn't do that when I first started, which a lot of people now, it's harder than it looks apparently. But I learned it quick. My brother was like, why are people bothered? I'm like, I know, and I don't know. But apparently what I'm doing is, to a lot of sparks, is unusual and very good. But the movement of my hands is quick, fluid. I don't hesitate. It's like, that's the satisfying side of it. I think that people have probably got bored of it now. So a lot of my videos, I'm trying to change to more like a bit of knowledge or speak over them, try different things. But the other day I did another one, the same again. That's at 5 million views. So sometimes,
feels good.
Yeah, I do with the reels. Sometimes you can post one and it just goes stagnant, and then sometimes one you didn't even realise was going to just goes. You look back the next day, it's at 50,000, 60,000 views. The day after, it's at 500,000. It's not bloody hell. That one did well. I don't think there is a secret recipe.
No, it's whatever's flavour of the minute, the hour.
Exactly,
really?
And the algorithm and all that. I noticed when all them rights were going on, died down. It's like the algorithm was concentrating on different content.
What sort of impact do you think that's had on... I was going to say your business, but I suppose because you're employed, I imagine it doesn't really have...
You can ask the question, because I was just saying on a live stream there, obviously I have done foreigner work in, is that the right term to use? Foreigner work in the past.
Foreigner work for in the Midlands is right. I've spoken to people down south and like, what's that mean? They call it pyjama jobs or whatever.
So I say a private job outside of work. In my years of being a spark for a company, I've probably done 10 private jobs in 9 years, something like that. So I hate working. So after work is even worse, do you know what I mean? But now, I've been offered 2 rewires this week, so it's like, if I wanted to, this would be the prime time for me to set up a company and get work. I've got a chat where you pay £1 a month. People are always trying to monetize, but it's like, The reason I want people to pay £1 a month is because it makes it more of an exclusive chat rather than anyone joining. Because you'd be surprised. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many egos out there that are well known want to be in there, but they won't pay the £1.
Well, there's nothing wrong with monetizing something because at the end of the day, it is a business. Those who are really raking it in, they're not bad people. They're just making a business, and if it's benefiting people that are watching it, then there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, you got to be careful that you're not just ripping people off. But
it's I think £1 a month, it's the cheapest you can put it, mate. Yeah. But that £1 stops anybody getting in there. And that's what I like about it, because it makes it more exclusive to the lads that are in there. There's older guys in there, there's younger lads in there, there's lads that have not long been in the country or trying to find jobs or trying to ask, and we're sharing stories. There's probably 20 people. I've got 33 subscribers, and there's 20 people in the chat, and it's just everyday work, and it's brilliant, and that's what I like about it, and that's what my aim was to do anyway. As soon as I realised the following I had, I wanted to share stories, and that's what I tried to do with my stories, and people seeing it as boasting. So when I'm putting up stories of how I look at my reach, I was asking for help, like, what do I do with this? What's is this good?
I think the key is
people thought you were boasting and showing off, which obviously comes hand in hand, but
there's always going to be people that think you're showing off, thinking all sorts of negative things, and I think it comes down to sort of processing that and just brushing it off, water off a duck's back and all that kind of thing. Yeah,
I think it comes down to a little bit of jealousy, or they think you're going to steal a piece of their pie. Who knows where it can go? But I'll never turn down. People go, "Oh, you're selling out now because I did a deal with Velocity tool bags. Start getting tool bags." Not. So I'm not. And all of a sudden, there was a load of other stuff I didn't realise, where there was a bit of a bad business deal somewhere with Mike Page, residual current or something. I don't know the details, but I was getting a load of hate for that. I don't know how you do business with them. I'm like, what? She's got a tool bag. I love the bags. They're brilliant. Let me just enjoy it. But hate. And it's like, oh God, what's going on?
How do you manage that though? Do you find it affects you, or are you getting to the point now where you can just say, I'm just not going to take notice of that?
I would rather someone nitpick at my work and say I'm crap at my job than say don't take a brand deal. Because when they say don't take a brand deal or don't accept this free tool, I'm like, I want to say, are you thick? Do you know what I mean? I can't answer it. If someone says, oh, you've done that socket wrong, I go, it is what it is, isn't it, mate? But when someone's logic don't make sense to me, like, you don't get paid, it's like, what? You're not on my level, mate. I'm sorry, I can't. I have to answer in a different voice. As you can see, it's like I don't know how to answer yet without. So now I just go with this one. I try and do that same answer, but it's hard for me because I'm like, surely, especially all the influencers you know, they're all in it for brands. They're all at it. So why are you telling me not to try and get brands?
Going back to the ones that are nitpicking, if they're doing it constructively, are they helping you?
Well, I'm yet to have any constructive. I've had one guy, I messaged him yesterday. My brother knows who he is, a builder, well known, very well, and he's got loads of followers, brilliant content. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to. He's separate to all this. But he's the first person that I've asked, like, what would you do? This brand's contacting me, this. I'm not ready for this. He's like, well, and he's come out and said it all exactly how it is. It's took him 5 years. You're very early. You've done well, and he said it straight. And he hasn't. There's no jealousy or there's no innuendos. Like I can tell just from his voice notes that he's genuine and he's giving me proper advice. Everyone else, sort of like you can just tell, like they're saying, oh, one person will say you're trying too hard for them because I was tagging someone in something that I was doing. It's like I'm just tagging, and then I message that company and they're like, no, tag us as much as you want. We love the fact that you're tagging us. But the person who was trying to get the same brand deal was saying, why are you tagging them all the time? Why are you tagging them? Stop tagging. So I'm like, the company's telling me one thing, tag us as much as you want, do what you want, and you're telling me not to because they see you as a. Yeah. And I'm not saying I am going to steal a piece of their pie, but I'm just being me, and you're upset by it, and that's the problem. But again, I'm used to it now, and I'm nothing special by any means. I've got 38,000 followers on Instagram, and that's it.
I think you will get to the point now where you probably do find that sort of positive network, where you have got people like whoever that is. I'm going to have a guess in a bit when the cameras are off. I think I know who it is.
It's surprising who it is because it's not saying any names, but there is people out there that you would think, well, I'm a small fish to you. Oh, yeah. Why am I bothering you? But yeah.
Do you find different platforms, different social medias have a different impact and a different reach?
100%, yeah. TikTok, I didn't really pay attention to TikTok. because all I did was upload the same footage as I was uploading to Instagram and reply a little bit and just see where it went. And then one day I was like, oh, I'm at 7,000 followers. Someone's like, when you get to 10,000, you'll get paid. I'm like, oh, okay, let's have a look. So now I'm at 15,000 now. I went 5,000 in like, I went to 10,000, 2 weeks later I'm at 15,000. So that has started to jump. What I've realised with TikTok though, once you get monetized and get paid for your videos, your views slow down. Do you know what I mean? It's like they get you to 10,000 followers, and then because you're going to get paid for views now, they slow down slightly. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But it is what it is. They're paying me. I think I've done 370 quid in 2 weeks. So it's like, yeah, lovely, brilliant. Yeah, obviously if that gets any higher, I'll be happy with whatever. But I think TikTok is more, it's quicker in regards to what people want to watch, but you need to speak more. You need to be more present. Like you need to be interacting straight away with your video. Fast-paced. So they're only going to engage if you're immediately doing something. You can't start a video and you're stripping it slow. So if you look at TikTok, I'm pulling the cable immediately. So it's like there's no 2-second delay because they're gone. They're out of it.
So how do you manage that? If you're, I'm thinking because everyone we have in who are influencers, I think they're doing it of course they're doing it for an aspect for themselves, but they also like having that sort of positive influence within the community. So do you find you're having to almost think about your shots, about the equipment, the filming, the editing for different platforms in different ways?
I've started to now because obviously at the start it exploded and that has died down. It's compared to what I was getting 1,000 followers a day at one point. So it's like what I'm getting now, if I get 50, I'm happy, which is good. Do you know what I mean? People are like, you're getting 50. I haven't got 50 in 2 months. But so it's died down. So now I am trying new avenues because obviously there's only so many times I can strip the same cable. I will do it again because it's what I do every day. So I'm just going to press record. That one's a bit different. There's a different song playing, or I'll try this, slow it down. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like I do try TikTok. I try and do more voiceovers, and obviously I'm trying to be a bit more controversial. So I've noticed recently if I say something about, I get on with so many plasterers and boarders, but if you looked at my videos, you'd think I hate them. But I don't because I.
What was the one I saw? Bloody poo slingers.
But what I'm seeing there is I have it every day, and all it is they've skimmed over and filled the box full of mud, and I just hit it a few times. And it pops up. That's 50,000 views. But it's like not that 50,000 views is something but it's views, isn't it? But yeah, so I've started doing a bit of that, and I have made things in the past more controversial by saying, so if you attack a trade, you might get more views. But it's just banter. It's like site banter. I'd say that to the guy to his face. I'm not like, and then people are, oh yeah, it's all right. Sparks this, sparks that. Another one is brilliant. I must be the only Sparky that cleans. If I get to a plot,
you're lying.
Exactly, you're lying. Exactly, mate. That's what I get all day long. But it's like if I get to a plot and it's filthy, I will spend 20 minutes cleaning the plot out before I put my tools in. I'll clean the plot. I'll prep, drill out, do everything, sweep again, work. So I'm clean, sweep again, finished, left the plot clean. On the internet, it's like, first comment is, make sure you clean all your mess up after. I bet you don't clean up, But I'll just go, yeah, mate, it is what it is.
What's the joke, Spark? Is their idea of cleaning is dabbing their brow with a £50 note? Or...
There you go, mate. There you go. So it's like, there's so many like stigmas and that or whatnot about Sparkies, but I'll just crack on, do what you do, do me. And
do you think it's electricians that are following you on a certain platform, or are they pretty much spread out across all of them?
I think since all the nonsense kicked off, people that used to follow me who have got upset with me for some reason, I don't know why, I haven't asked them, I've noticed they've unfollowed me, but they're just other influencers. So it's like they're not the people I'm interested in anyway. I'd want to be friends with these people that are in that community and that, but if you're going to unfollow me over something we've never even spoke about, I don't know how to approach you anyway. I'll say hello and that, but I don't know what your problem is. It's a weird one to me. But I do Instagram is where you do your communicating. So you get in all your views and that, but that's where you talk to other people. TikTok, I kind of see it when someone, it's more personal on Instagram. That's the only way I can describe it. When you're talking to someone, it's like, it's more close to home. Whereas TikTok, you feel like it's, I don't know, maybe other people might feel different, but that's the way I view the platforms.
What would you say is your most engaging content?
Engaging was the original video. It was just unbelievable. From the song that was playing in the background to the way I stripped the cable and flipped.
What song was it?
It was Sammy Virgil. Tell me if you need it. If you need it. Tell me if you need it. It's like oh god.
You're gonna have to sing the whole thing from start to finish.
If you put it on, I'll do a dance. But yeah, I won't. That's in the stereo giving out then. Oh, no, I've said it. I might. Yeah, so that song was playing, but it was all, you know, authentic. It was all just not planned, and that's what most of my content is. I might tell the apprentice to turn the radio down now a bit so I can do an ASMR one, you know, hear the noises. Yeah, but originally it wasn't that. It was tunes blasting. But obviously you try different things, don't you, to keep your content entertaining and to keep people watching it. But I'm not that bothered if they don't. It's kind of like, obviously I want views, I want interactions, but I'm not obsessed by it. It's like,
you're doing it for you because you enjoy it.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of like, it's fun.
Why do you think those ASMR, is that the correct term? Why do you think they're so popular? I mean, I look at some of them, and not even trade related. You look at some where people are shaving soap or even just painting a wall. I'm like,
it's funny. I went to my son's jiu-jitsu class yesterday, and there's a woman there. She's got a cleaning service. And she's like, how are you doing so well on Instagram? How'd you do it? I've got to tell you what to do, right? When you get home, make a surface dusty, right? So it's dust, and just get a towel, film it and wipe the middle and leave the middle clean and either side dirty. I says, that will get loads of views. And she's like, well, I don't know. That's what works. You know what I mean? That's how it works. It's like something that's pleasing, whether it's sound, whether it's visual. I've watched a guy cut grass. It's like, Jesus Christ, and you're standing there for 4 minutes and you're like, oh, that's God, look at that. And then my grass needs cutting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'll watch him cut the grass and not get the lawnmower out, you know? So it's
Dr. Pimple Popper, that's the one you want to watch.
Pimple, my missus loves that one.
That is satisfying. You talk to anyone, oh, no, but no, when they're digging stuff out, it's like, oh, that's brilliant, that's content.
There you go, mate. So maybe I might just start getting this apprentice, gives a spot.
I want to nearly finish this session off with asking, I don't want you to tell us how much, because, you know, it's your own personal thing, but is the monetizing that you're getting through, let's say, just social media at this, ignoring sponsorships for one side, let's talk about the monetizing thing. Has it had, you've mentioned you had like 300 quid from one thing, but I mean, has it spread across the whole thing, had it much more of an impact than that?
What do you mean? Is it good? Or
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with the 370 quid because I was doing it for free before. So obviously it's a bonus and it's only going to grow. Do you know what I mean? So I see in 2 years' time where some of these, that's what I mean, big respect to the lads that have been doing 5 years, even though they might not like me. 5 years in, you got 300,000 followers. You deserve that. Whatever you're getting paid, you know, you've clocked the game. I hope I'm there in 2-3 years' time. So in regards to a few brands have approached me for sponsorships, but yeah, like you say, monetizing actually through Instagram or Facebook, it's non-existent at the minute. You have to get brands. You have to sell something like spotlights or. I'm not one. I tried to mess around with doing TikTok Shop, but it's too much promoting something you're not really going to use. Whereas I will use most pairs of snips. I've got a WeHar brand deal at the minute, so they just send me some bits and bobs. You know, they don't pay me. I've got them loads of views. I think probably 10 million views. I've got them now.
I'll be asking for some money.
Yeah, well, maybe they should send me some money. They're reluctant to send any, but I would rather have a long-term relationship with a brand, and obviously reap the rewards and do something with you or whatever. DeWalt, something like that, be unbelievable, but. That's what I would prefer to do rather than bounce between brands and make it seem like it's not real, if that makes sense, because then you do come across as fake. But if that's the way I have to do it, I will do it. It's like I'm open to offers to see what's going on and where it can lead. And hopefully, I'd love to be able to make money off just doing this. I'd go on TV tomorrow if they let me. You know what I mean? I don't know if it'd appeal to anyone, but I've got people telling me now I love watching your stories.
You could be the new Lenny Henry.
You go. Yeah. I'd love to be Ainsley Harriott. Oh, mate, these shirts. The same shirts he wears, I've got them shirts, mate. You know, them flamboyant shirts. Yeah. I love them. Yeah, get me on a cooking show, no problem. I'd love to do that. if I could be a TV presenter, I'd be on there. I've realised now that I can actually talk on camera. Or 6 months ago, I would not do a story. It was horrible to me. Oh my God, I watch it back. Oh, I can't upload that. It's like that, getting past that. Now it's like people are like, your stories are so funny.
That's a good thing because you're in my opinion, because you know you're a local lad. I can relate. You are relatable. You've come from an area which we both know. and it's relatable to younger people because they can see, okay, not only has he got his act together and got into a trade, he's also then got onto...
At 28.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But it gives them that impression that you can still do it.
That's what I mean.
Like,
you can do that.
Life's not over if you haven't got nothing.
No. We've had people on the show that have retrained in their 40s and even later than that, I think. So it's never too late, but the thing is that it is relatable because they can see you've got your head switched on, and now you're also doing social media. It might not be £1 million, but it's something, and you're doing it as a positive thing.
100%. I've got so many followers, young lads that are just, you can tell that they've been watching social media, and I was one of them because I used to watch social media, I used to watch YouTube, I used to watch all these Sparkies, and I love what they were doing. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, that's not real. It's not what I'm doing at work. Where is anyone doing what I do? I say to my cousin, Mike, why aren't we on this? Ours is better. And he'd be like, nah, but they're using this tool, they've got that tool. I'm like, so? I will use the best snips you can buy, or I'll use the £4 Amazon ones, and I can work the same. Some are better, and I know the better ones, and I know which are not, and I can tell, but I can still work the same. I ain't gonna have the flashy stuff there is. But if someone wants to pay me or just give me some stuff, I'll use it. I'm happy to. It's brilliant. Show me a pair of snips that's bad quality. Do you know what I mean? They're all brilliantly engineered. It's like to choose between one. You might have a favourite, but it's all similar stuff. So I just said to my cousin, we should be doing this. We should be, and this is years ago. This was before all the big guns blew up on YouTube. I said we should be doing it, and then
talking of stripping, we're going to see how good you are.
Go on then.
Actually. At stripping.
Okay.
Time to.
What you got?
Time to.
It's a I ain't got my phone on, mate. I'll have to go and dress up.
It's the wrong.
You got yours on?
Wrong, sorry.
Yeah. Where do I put the tip? You could have told me. I'd have put a £5 in your pocket.
Okay, so apparently I misunderstood what stripping we were going to be doing, so I apologise to anyone watching that. We will put a helpline for anyone who found that distressful in the comments. James, I apologise to you as well, mate. For
it's seriously traumatising
you. But the actual stripping challenge we've got, we're going to be stripping some cables. Because you're so good at stripping cables, we're going to do a little challenge. I'm not good at this.
Me neither.
So you should beat me. I know you're not in your comfort zone here, and we've just got some.
It's not real life scenario, but I'll give it a go.
You ain't got tension.
Making excuses, making excuses.
Mate, right. Basically, all we're going to do, we've got a few examples of cable here. James, what have we got?
We've got some 2.5, some 10mm, some FP 1.5, and some 6mm.
So all we're going to do, just one end of each. We're going to strip each terminal, and fastest wins. What do we win?
I don't know.
Do we win anything?
Something popped out of my head then. If I'd have said it, you've had to cut it all.
Right then, so, do you know what you're doing?
What do you want to do first?
I think whatever you want to do,
10mm,
whichever order, and just work your way down. I might save this till last because I think I'm going to struggle at this one.
This is good. This is amazing.
So, right, I've only got a couple. You've got more tools there.
Yeah, but I'm only going to. I don't know. I sport for choice here. They're all the same. I can do it with anything. I can do it with my teeth.
Do you want to do it with your teeth? Right then. So,
10mm first.
Whichever order you want.
We're going to strip it both. How far?
Just one end, whatever you want.
Okay, then right.
This ain't all that professional, said James. We just okay.
All right.
Right then. 3, 2, 1, go. How's he getting on?
Struggling.
Get shake your hands. James, you dropped something over there. Your phone's ringing.
There it is. This is harder than me. Oh, this is Earth, sure. Nice. Never stripped this before. I don't want it to make it look bad. There you go.
How's he getting on?
Not very well.
2.
What's your unit? Can't get it off.
I haven't given it enough.
I'm failing. It's a nightmare. You done?
I'm not even a Sparky.
You beat me.
I'm down to my last one. This is where it's going to get tough. What do you want?
I'm done. I struggled then, mate, honestly. In a real life scenario, I'd wipe the floor, yeah. You almost beat me.
I came close.
No, you did well, mate.
I think that concludes our episode. Genuinely do want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a laugh, yeah.
And hopefully, as always, with our kind of videos, it's been useful to our audience watching it.
Yeah.
And influential, because that's why we do this. Although we do show our product videos and we do want to push our brand because that's the nature of our business, but we do also want to be someone that's useful to people out there watching, whether it's inspiring people to get into the trade,
definitely,
to know the options you have in the trade, to know that when you get to 27 and you're
do something, mate.
Kicking stuff around, you can still make it into a decent trade and
earn some money.
Yep. And
possible.
You might just go bald and beautiful like us at some point through the stresses of life and trade, but here we go. So anyway, as always, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button below. James, where can they find you on social? I'm on Instagram, LiveSparks, Facebook, LiveSparks, TikTok, LiveSparks. I have got a YouTube channel. It's up and coming. I want to do some proper episodes, so I'm waiting for a videographer. Maybe you might come along and film me. I don't know. Yeah, so I want to do some proper episodes before I do YouTube properly. But yeah. Okay. If you see any videos on his channel with other manufacturers' products, don't watch them. Just watch ours. That's all. Anyway, James, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.